Hello Pisces, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a general reading for Pisces all placements, okay? I have some really interesting messages for you guys. I was just doing some research. I don't really know. I think what I was doing was I was looking up certain oracle decks, even though God knows I don't need any more right now, but it's a bit of an addiction. I haven't purchased a deck in a long time. You guys would actually be very proud of me. And speaking of decks, I am actually going to be giving away another deck here on my channel. I haven't really decided how I'm gonna go about like entering to win and what you have to do and things of that nature to get it. Okay, so Justice just came out for Pisces. So that is going to be like the start of your reading. So some of you may be dealing with the Libra or have Libra highly aspected in your chart. And then we have the Hierophant down at the bottom. So I'm going to keep these energies on the table, but I do want to get into the messages. So I was looking for an oracle deck online, and I came across on Amazon, I came across the Palladian Oracle. And I was just looking through because when I'm picking out something, so some of you may even be looking into getting your own oracle deck or tarot deck. I know most readers get a tarot deck first. I was actually gifted my first deck. And then after that, I was more drawn to the oracle. I don't know why, but I just was. But anyways, so some of you may be wondering about it, curious about it, like, because I feel like there's some of you that may want to sharpen your intuition. So anyways, I found and came across the Palladian Oracle deck. And like I was looking through the pictures because I'm very visual. So like if I like the way certain pictures on the cards look, it'll draw me in. And then that's how I know if I'll really like the deck or not. So anyways, I typed in something that was on there, and then one thing led to another. That's kind of how like my mystery school goes when the gods are teaching me, is they'll take me through one thing, and then one thing will lead to another thing, and so on and so forth. So before you know it, I'm receiving all these messages about Pisces. And for those of you guys know that I'm a Pisces as well. So you know how like when you're typing in on Google stuff, and then they'll have like scroll downs of different questions that are related to your original question or whatever you inquired about. So that's kind of what the rabbit hole started and took me by surprise. So all of a sudden it said, who is the god of Pisces? So this is the first message. And what came up was Poseidon, Neptune, Aphrodite, Eros, Typhon, Vishnu, and the Sumerian goddess Inanna, sorry. But Isis as well. Isis is the Egyptian energy of Pisces. So if you didn't know that, there's your thought for the day. But what really interested me and surprised me was that the Sumerian goddess Inanna is a god and goddess of Pisces, which I know that Isis, Osset, Ishtar, and Inanna are all kind of like the same energy across different timelines. But like because I always view my mother as like more of Inanna, but that makes me want to do more research. And then Vishnu was also very interesting. So if you are drawn to, and when I split the deck, death is right here. So I'm going to put that out as well, just because these are 3 major arcanas already. So, and I love the artwork on this deck. I was going to give this deck away because I haven't opened it in months, the True Intuitive Tarot, but then I was like, I finally like started bonding with it today, and like I was like, there's no way. So anyways, back to the messages. So I thought that was really interesting. So if one of those or some of those reach out to you and call to you, I would definitely recommend doing research on those. So the other messages I wanted to share with you guys is Pisces is the rarest zodiac sign with the least amount of people born under that sign. So I thought that was really dope, and it just made me feel even better about myself. Like, as Pisces, you know, we're the psychics, the most intuitive, the old soul, there's so many things that make me love myself more. But this right here, the fact that we are the rarest of the zodiac, that right there made me feel so good, because it just shows you how important our roles are here. So I definitely feel like there is a collective of divine feminine Pisceans at this time that are stepping into their purpose, realizing how rare they are, how they're finally being reborn, right? Understanding that they are more than just this physical vessel, and tapping into their gifts, okay? Receiving justice. The Hierophant is all about a leader, okay? People looking up to this leader. So you're finally understanding that the scales are being balanced. You're understanding the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine, okay? You're understanding that darkness is essential for the light. Without the dark, there wouldn't be light. Without light, there wouldn't be dark. You're mastering and alchemizing something that most people in this lifetime don't. So let me hurry up with these messages because they're deep as shit. So, okay, so we know that the Pisces are the two fish. One represents spiritual evolution, and it reaches and is able to have its foot in another dimension. And then the other one represents the human aspect and experience in the physical dimension. So we literally have one foot in the spirit realm, one foot in this realm, which that I kind of already knew. So what else? Pisces representations is the representation of a spiritual path, and also returning to the divine, which I was getting teary-eyed because it makes sense. We're the last, right? It's like we are the full embodiment of all of the signs. Pisces is the final sign of the karmic wheel. That's some deep shit too. And it's the sign of death, which is so fucking crazy because the death card came out. Before I even asked the cards, like, let me channel a reading for Pisces. Like, it's fucking beautiful. But anyways, so death, transformation, death, transformation, change, and transcendence. Pisces is both God and human. Like, if you are watching this, this is a sign and confirmation that all the downloads that you've been receiving, all the messages you've been receiving, all this time feeling like you were less than, or all this time feeling like you weren't worthy, or that you didn't understand why you didn't have friends, why you didn't understand why you were in the darkness and left alone and isolated from the world, and you just did not understand. This message is for those Pisces, and I was one of those Pisces. I was one of those Pisces where God, the divine, the universe sat me down. I went through a dark night of the soul, and I was isolated from everyone. And one thing that I always say is, if I was never lost, I would have never known that I needed to be found. And I feel a lot of times we are going to get lost more than once, more than twice, but we're always going to be found again. There is only 5.2% of Pisces in the world. Like, 5.2%. Let that sink in. Also, reaching this state of Pisces consciousness can only occur once you've reached your last and final stage of your spiritual evolution. This is Pisces. So this is what Pisces is. Reaching the state of consciousness. This can only occur once you've reached your last and final phase of spiritual evolution. So, with that being said, what I got from that is, okay, we're the 12th sign. So this can only occur once you reach your last and final stage of spiritual evolution. So what that tells me is, until you are the sign of Pisces as your sun, you are going to continue reincarnating. Do you understand how deep that shit is? Like, let that sink in. Because I kind of just got that as I was reading it. That like was like, boop. The gods were like, let me drop that right through your crown chakra. Like, we are all the signs embodied in one. So let me tell you what some of your gifts are, Pisces, okay? And then we're going to get into the cards. Gifts. You are clairvoyant. you have the gift of dream divination. You are able to see auras and crystal gazing. Now, crystal gazing, I believe, if I'm right, I believe that means that you are able to have visions while looking into a crystal, because I know candle gazing is kind of the same thing, where you see images or see, you know, certain things through candle gazing. But yeah, so let's get into the reading. Archangel Michael put a bright white light of protection around me and all of those viewing. And Archangel Gabriel, please relay clear and concise messages to the collective of the Piscean. This is going to be for Pisces all placements. Okay, so we've got Justice that came out first, the Hierophant, and Death, right? So this is like a grand trine of sorts. At this time, your crown and third eye chakra are becoming activated. Okay, I just heard you are a leader. So with that being said, you really need to hone your leadership and not take it for granted. Don't take it lightly, because people are watching you. Some of you may also have children that are watching you, watching your every move. Be very mindful of your actions at this time, what you say at this time. I feel like a lot of you are having outer body experiences as well. Even in your sleep state, astral traveling, okay? I also feel like some of you are shedding certain layers of yourself. You're going through a dark night of the soul. And this past, I want to say from October till the end of January, you were doing a lot of shadow work, okay? Multifaceted, stripping layers of yourself, okay? Realizing that there is no definition to who you are. You just are, okay? And that is very beautiful. And I also feel like some of you may also be in connection with somebody who has had heart surgery of some sorts, who has had a heart attack. There's somebody close within you that has a zipper scar, okay? Also, I feel like your heart is being asked to open up and express, and you may feel like there's somebody in your life whose heart is barren, whose heart isn't as full as yours, if that makes sense. And I'm also seeing some of you guys where in your past life you were actually hung as well. I'm getting like a lot of past life energy when I start doing Divine Feminine and Pisces readings lately. Okay, that just came out. So we've got the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. As well as I'm seeing some of you guys really like it rough in the bedroom, like being tied up like this, things like that, being whipped. I'm also seeing some of you guys purchase a crystal ball as well. And also some of you guys are looking into like papyrus paper, hieroglyphs, things of that nature. And then with this Prince of Swords, Knight of Swords here, I feel like there is definitely an air energy around you at this time, okay? This may be your divine counterpart, your twin flame. Okay, so it's weird because when I see this, right, it looks like she's tied up, like I said, like this, and I was getting sex. But it's almost like, even though she's not tied up, because this isn't around her wrist, she's holding it. But when I see these two side by side, it's like he's coming to her rescue. So, like, I feel like some of you want to be rescued at this time, or in the past, somebody, like, was your Knight of Swords, swept you off your feet. It happened very quickly. Some of you may even be thinking about going to therapy. There's too many of those. Some of you may even be thinking about going to therapy of some sort. And there may have just been a physical death around you. May that person rest in paradise, rest in heaven, okay? And also something about your throat chakra. Also, some of you may be working with Santa Muertes, or she may be coming through me right now. Like, hey, I've been trying to send you messages. Look into me. Some of you need to just do messages. I mean, just do research on her, as well as the Grim Reaper. I just recently learned about psychopomps, and that I was one of those in a past life, and that I'm literally one of those in this life. So if you don't know what that is, psychopomp, it's spelled psycho and then P-O-M-P. They're literally, because I had a prophetic dream where it was all of these black angels, and they were like flying over where Rome was, like the stadium type of thing. And it was like thousands and thousands of these like black angels. And then I started doing research on that dream to better interpret it. And then psychopomps came up, and they're literally the beings that help cross souls over into the afterlife, like a guardian that helps them. So the Grim Reaper is one. The Grim Reaper came to me in a dream over and over again when I was a child, and she can also be depicted as Santa Muertes. Also the Archangel Azrael, which is the angel of death. Anubis is one of them as well. So I feel like I had that dream because there's a lot of people dying right now. And I have been called multiple times to do certain work, like called to graveyards to release their souls so that they go up. And it's deep. But some of you may even be working with necromancy or things of that nature watching this. So yeah. Okay, so we've got Two of Swords. Yeah, there's something right now, though, that you're not seeing. So some of you aren't even aware of this at this time, okay? Yeah, like this is like the balance between the galaxy, the cosmos, and the physical reality, the light and the dark aspects that I was talking about, okay? It's like you're trying to find a balance because she's standing on one leg, right? So and then the Justice card. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of air energy, and we are coming into Aquarius season, and we are in this age of Aquarius. So, and some of you may be having a Saturn return at this time. So yeah, like you're trying to balance out everything. You're trying to balance out your physical with your spiritual. And I see some of you having a hard time because it's like you want to be so much in your purpose that, or you are, it's like you've had a taste of your purpose, and like you've had a taste of your purpose, and now it's like you don't want to ever shy away from that. It's like, but the mundane is kind of like pulling you back, and you're like, no, I want to come forward. Like, you're like, I want to be with the divine. I want to be on the fifth dimension all the time. But it's like once you reach nirvana, you can never go back. Like you can go back, but you can go back, but you have to come back here. You know what I'm saying? But once you reach nirvana, you're changed forever. So yeah. All right. Wow, we're already 17 minutes in. All right, so we've got the Queen of Cups, which is your energy, Pisces, and the World, which is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, you are stepping into your divinity at this time. The world is in your hands, literally. And remember what I said about a crystal ball? Yeah, that's just further confirmation. I feel like also I just heard that some of you are going to, after seeing this reading, you are going to gaze into your crystal ball, and you are going to see something like a goddess or something, a flash of a past life or something of that nature. Maybe a passed on loved one is going to reveal themselves to you. I just heard, don't be afraid when you see me. So yeah, the Queen of Cups and the World, okay? Yeah, something about your hands as well. I feel like I've channeled that a lot for Pisces in the past. Yeah, let's see. Some of you may be purchasing more tribal clothing. Some of you may be going to get tattoos because you want to express yourself, cleaning out your whole entire wardrobe and starting out new, because some of you may not even feel like what you have in your closet really matches up with how you feel or how you wish to express yourself. I just heard like go on Poshmark, or instead of getting rid of your clothes, of course donate some of them, but the ones that are really good. And if you're struggling with money at this time, you know, they have Poshmark, they have, depending on where you are, there's I know where I live, there is a Plato's Closet and some other type of Chesapeake store or something that buys clothes. So yeah, like you're closing the world. Everything is coming in full circle for you. You have been reborn. Like I said, you were doing a lot of shadow work, and still are doing a lot of shadow work. I'm not going to take that. We are going to see what type of chakras you need to be focusing on at this time. And then I am going to be pulling from my new deck real quick a couple cards, the Empath Empowerment deck. I got this at TJ Maxx. I had to get it. I had to fucking get it because us sensitive empaths out here really need as much guidance and help as possible. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. So there may be a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus feminine energy in your life, okay? You may be seeing a lot of foxes at this time. That may be your current spirit animal, or that may have been your first spirit animal when you first embarked on your spiritual journey. I feel like there's something that this person has hiding from you. I feel like there's a lot of gossip around this energy, as well as somebody jealous of finances, if that makes sense. Like, it's almost like they think that because in this they're crossing their fingers, right? Like, oh, I've got all of these swords, but they don't know it. Like, picture this to be you, right? And your divine counterpart, you and your partner, or you and somebody else, or you and yourself, right? Because there's duality to both of us. So take it how it resonates, but it's almost like this person is like, there are good aspects of the fox, but there also can be very sneaky, conniving, and like, I don't know. I'm just not getting good energy from this, but like, I definitely feel like they made a promise to you or something, and like, but they're like crossing their fingers, or they're saying something to you like, oh, I swear to God, or I promise, but their fingers are crossed. You know what I'm saying? Rabbits may be of significance. If you see a rabbit, that's just further confirmation, as well as needing really to be protected against this person. This may be a mother or an aunt or a cousin or sister. I just heard all of that, all of the above. Yeah, I definitely feel like this person is very in touch. It's almost like this person is very connected to the divine, but they're so connected that they're not connected, if that makes sense. They're so connected that they don't even realize how connected they are, and they self-sabotage. Like, I definitely feel like they burn their own bridges, like, not even with other people, with themselves almost. And essentially it like makes them, yeah, well-being. So you need to focus on this at this time, your sacral chakra. So some of you may be doing a lot of crying at this time. Okay, this is sacral chakra is all about the water element. So this is your energy. It says, I honor and respect my body by giving it what it deserves to thrive. I provide myself with the best food, exercise, water, relaxation, therapeutic treatments, and thoughts. I only consume foods and liquids that were designed by nature to be in my body. I stimulate my body's energy flow with exercise. I make time to rest, as stillness and tranquility are vital to keep my mind and body rejuvenated. Absolutely. So some of you need to really focus on eating more superfoods, okay? I know it's easier said than done, but focusing on green foods, and heart chakra just came out, so lots and lots of green, okay? Detox your body. Start fasting if you want to connect more with the divine. Fasting is a great way to do it, okay? Drink like liquids 3 days out of the week, or do something like start off slow. Don't shock your system, but okay, so we've got heart chakra. So these are the 2 chakras that you need to be focused on this week. Divine Feminine, Pisces. It's time to rejuvenate myself by giving myself love. I accept myself the way I am, and I remind myself that I cannot feel any better about my life than how I feel about myself. I will not wait a moment longer to accept myself. I honor what my body is asking for, and if I am unsure, I will ask myself, what can I do to be healthier and more balanced than I am now? I dwell upon all that is right in my life, not what is wrong, and I have gratitude. I accept my life as it is now, and I move forward from here. Absolutely gorgeous. So you can even burn green candles, burn orange candles, wear these color jewelries, work with these color crystals, okay? Yeah, I definitely feel like, you know, even writing down a gratitude list, like I always talk about this with my clients on my channel, like just in general, like work with gratitude, because the universe can't bless you with more. God, the angels, your spiritual team, your spiritual entourage cannot bless you with more unless you're grateful for what you have in the now, okay? So please give me some final messages for Pisces, all placements, Spirit. Pisces, all placements for my empaths out there, Spirit. Please give me. Okay, thank you. So here's that rose again, right? That was on the death card. Okay, so, and here's that air energy even coming out within, okay. Oh my God, and we were just talking about this. Find your purpose, Pisces. When you feel like you don't fit into this world, remember that you are here to help create a better one. Your tender heart is a treasure, and heart chakra just came out. Yes, you, Pisces, are in the world, but you are not of it, and that is okay. Didn't we talk about how rare you are? Okay, find your purpose. And if you're interested in really finding your purpose, get a general reading, okay? Get a general reading. And I am going to put a discount on all of my services for this week only, so jump on that, okay? Honor your sensitivities, Pisces. Beautiful. Your sensitivities are a gift. Be proud of who you are. Put your hand over your heart and inwardly say, I embrace my loving heart. I embrace my loving heart. I embrace my loving heart. Amen. Say it 3 times to really make it stick, okay? Meditate on the spaciousness of air. When you are stuck, picture yourself in an open, airy space with room to move and breathe. Let yourself feel free and empowered. Some of you may also have a air sign. Grandmother in spirit. She just came through, okay? Letting you know that she is here. She loves you. And she's not going anywhere. And this was actually flipped over. Practice humility, Pisces. Practice humility. So last and final message. Approach life humbly. No one is better than another. Keep your ego in check. Humility is the practice of being simple and valuing simple things, okay? Some of you may also have the horse as a spirit animal or have been seeing a lot of unicorns lately. All right? That is all I'm seeing for Pisces. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you are interested in a personal reading, protection work, Reiki, emotional trauma healing, please don't hesitate to reach out to me through email or click the link in my bio to receive a service, okay? Everything is going to be discounted. I'm not sure how much of a percentage of a discount, but I will definitely be applying those discounts to my website this week, okay? I love you guys. Stay safe, protected, and healthy, okay? Eat your greens and be good to yourself, your mind, body, and soul, all right? Love you.